Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in Stardeus today. Hope you're having a great day. I'm adding on to our ship on both sides. I'm kind of doing this sort of gradual sort of angle in on this side here and on this side here. So we're going to have the ship be about this shape here. I'm then going to start adding on, I think, back here because I want to expand some production. And I'm also going to do the same on this side as well, trying to make this somewhat more symmetrical. We'll probably reposition some of the engines, and we're probably gonna have to add a few of these as well, just for like the travel within a system and stuff, because our ship will get a little bit bigger. We now have 2 nuclear reactors, so we have a huge amount of power that we're producing. Yet despite that, you can see that our energy consumption is just getting up there, man. Our total production is at just over 3 megawatts, but our total consumption is up there, much higher, 3.4 now. So despite having all that, we are still draining the battery. And so I've been turning off the GPU modules because I was doing, you know, a bunch of mining, okay, from currency and such. But we have a lot of money now. Right? We're up to 3.26 million. And I have 3 miners still going, and it's only 300 kilowatts. We're over by a lot more than 300 kilowatts. So what I want to do is I want to track down, right, what's going on there and who is consuming the most power. And you can see the machine learning booth is the one that's responsible for this. So if I take a look at the machine learning booth, right, this is Stardeus. He's certainly learning at 1.4 megawatts of power drain. So we're trying to get him to be like this super bot later on, basically. And I've got him up to now nearly level 9. He's 81% of the way to level 9 in shooting. So that's good, but it pulls 800 kilowatts to get him there, right? So that's a lot. Social level, bringing that up to 4. I'm going to get him a little bit better at repairs. Looks like he's training melee now as well. Trying to get up to 9 there too. Obviously, we want the Orbitron to just be this awesome fighter that just can't go down, right? This is what we want. And that's what he's going to end up being later, okay? And we'll get him other things too. You know, construction skill up a little bit and expedition stuff. I guess he already loves it. He's already at 4. So he's been cranking away, and that is draining my account pretty significantly. So what I could do is I can come down here. Let's say he's at... what's his progress now? Oh, he's not training shooting anymore. You know, I'm gonna get him at 8 there. That's fine. We'll get him back to 3 on this one. Let's just I don't know what he's trying to level up with here, but he's at 59% of the way there. It's like, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop his training, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and stop his training for the time being. He should be pretty much done doing this now. Yeah, he's done now. Okay. I think it's interesting that I have to push silver ingots in here as a fuel source, and yet he still pulls a megawatt of power off of me. It's wild. Anyway, with that, our power consumption drops way down. Our batteries can start filling up again, and because of that, I can go ahead and turn these all back on and get some more mining going on here. So we're up to now 5.26 like it says, and if we let this run long enough, right, we'll start seeing these creds start rolling in, right? So, you know, 5259 108, right? And I want to know how fast that goes up, or if it goes up again, but I don't see it actually climbing. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so 5259 123. All right, so it goes up a little bit, but it's like, it's hard to track that. When you get high enough values, like you get millions of credits, it's a little harder to see that. Now, one of the other things I'd like to do as far as power and stuff goes, we have all these different batteries, and that's great and all, but we could have a better power source. We could also have better just like atmospheric stuff too, because there's floor-based ones too. So I come over here, advanced oxygen production is a floor-based pump. Advanced heating is again a floor-based heater. I can grab those. They're relatively inexpensive, just the high-tech datoids, but as far as storage space goes, they don't take much. Advanced cooling, these are the radiators in the floor. Love it. That'll take up a lot less floor space, because I assume we can put things on top of them now, right? And then there was one more thing I wanted to get, and I've kind of run a blank on what it was. I may not be able to get it anymore because it's all red now. Oh, yeah, down here. The nuclear energy storage. That's what I wanted to get. And now I'm a little bit short on the high-tech datoids. So I'll have to wait for that. And then also the efficient solar panels would be nice to get to as well. But now what I can do is I can go into these coolmatic floors, I suppose. And I just want to see how effective they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one, let's say there, 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 and there. All right, we'll place those there. Come over here where the nuclear is. We'll place one here, behind it here, in front of it, let's say here, and in front of it over like this, I guess. We'll just kind of position these little floor tiles around this area, trying to cool this place down, all right? One here, one here. And I don't know if they're more effective than the standing radiators. We'll find out. I don't think these things really produce all that much heat, so I don't think that's going to be a big deal. But these ones definitely, there's a lot of heat being generated through here, and we definitely want to get that done. I'm going to put another one right here, too, since we have a couple. Okay, now they, of course, need connected to the network, just like the regular ones do. Like all these radiators and stuff are connected anyway, so let's go ahead and get you connected there. So this is 10 kilowatts it takes. Compared to this one's taking 5. So, I mean, I would hope it's twice as effective in the area, is what I would hope, but I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to deconstruct this one. And let's see how it goes. Teleporter producing a clone again. Barbara. We now have an identical clone of Barbara. All right. I don't know the significance of Barbara. But one of the things I'm doing for this, one of the reasons why I'm expanding this out, is I would like to give ourselves another wing that people can live in. Same thing with this over here. And I'd like to also expand this part of the ship out a little bit too. You're going to see how it's not quite the same. So we kind of have, I don't know, this kind of cuts off right here, about 5 tiles in. So really the other end of the ship is about here. And this one is a little bit thicker. So I want to also equalize that out. And I figured while I'm doing that, I might as well build out. So we're going to have this like the circular area, I think, in the back here, the little circular area on the back over here. And yeah, and that'll be how we expand things out with our engines and stuff going forward as well. Okay, let's talk about mining. I have been making a lot of these auto drilling rigs. They're incredibly helpful. If I go to the map screen, I have one of these down on coal deposit right now. There's 322 coal. I got one down on the ice. There's almost 1,000 ice. I got one down on the crude oil as well. And this is a location called Maury. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's a signal here I wanted to go and take a look at. But this spaceport actually owns this iron deposit. Of all the deposits here, they've chosen to own the iron deposit. It's a very weird thing. But this is owned by this faction here. And this is the adventurer faction, which we have a good relationship with. If I wanted to trade with these guys, because I'm already parked next to these guys, they've got a few things. You know, I could buy gold ingots from them at a discount, which is kind of interesting, now that I have like a whole bunch of it. I think the need to buy anything is pretty much gone. Wood might be the only thing, but I haven't really found a need for wood other than just like the occasional furniture and stuff. So I don't really care. I will buy all the water. I will buy all the protein. I'll even buy all the carbon. That's fine. And then I think I'll buy their energy rifle too, just so I don't have to make it myself. It's fine. I've got lots of money now, right? So it's fine. I can also buy the handguns because whatever, those parts, those components, they're worth quite a bit to me. So I'm fine with it. And then as far as the ore goes, I have platinum ingots. I could just trade them to get this value to be up. I could trade them the gold ingots. I've got 368 of them right now. So, I mean, I could just, yeah, do that right there. Yeah. I could just take all their money like, with 30 ingots and then just have all these energy rifles and stuff. So that seems pretty good too. I don't believe I can install the shuttle drill upgrade in one of those other little drills. I think it's because it specifically says shuttle upgrade, and I haven't found a way to really do that. So yeah, we're not doing that. But I'm going to take all their weapons at least. And I think that's kind of it. Maybe I'll get rid of a couple of knives because I don't really need them. So we'll execute that trade too. And there we go. All right then. So lots of mining and lots of expanding storage here as well. Going to be doing that. Going to be taking these storages away as well. We're going to be breaking these down as we go. And then I want to get, I think as long as I have enough power for it, right? So we got a little bit of a power bump here. So since I have a little bit of power left, why don't we go ahead and get, I'm going to train you to level 5 construction while we're just sitting there. Since we are sitting there. And if I did get another brain that I could train, maybe I wanted to take one of my other bots away, I could start getting them going with better construction skills. I could start getting them with better shooting skills and stuff too. I've also made a little bit of an amendment to the front of the ship. I've added these lights just because I figured it would look better to have lights at the end of that thing so I can always see it no matter how dark space is. And then I've also extended one row here because I needed, in order to have the lights, I needed to move this up forward more so that these lights would be in range. And so I figured I might as well just add another row of these as well. So we have all of these extras that are right there ready to go with us as well. So I am going to let it run for a little while, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on how things are. One other thing that I thought was interesting was, and somebody pointed this out in a comment, which I thought was awesome. This is a fluid cannon. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fire suppression cannon. It is in fire suppression as far as, you know, the research trees and stuff goes, but they were looking at this, and you might remember that these fluid cannons can also shoot like oil and petroleum, right? And it was decided, or it was suggested in the comment section that one could use the fluid cannon as a weapon to, for example, spray fire at your opponents. You know, you could light other people on fire. Maybe if you have a way, let's say C-42, throw it at them and then shoot them with the gasoline, you could just ignite them. That would be something to do. However, I would struggle to find the best situation for doing that, since you are undoubtedly causing a lot of damage to your own ship for doing that. I feel like these are going to be a better fit. These cannons here on the outside, these directional turrets, we are making the outside of the ship go right along the visual for this cannon right there, and then also right here it goes along the same line right down the visual line here. So we're not blocking these guns at all either. I would also like to add, once we're done with all that stuff over there, I'm going to add some guns back here too, because if something's coming from this direction and I start pulling it in with the tractor beams, that's great, but we could be shooting it back here so that it doesn't even get close to our ship. Because if it's going to land here and I'm pulling it in, I mean, we might end up, you know, it might end up landing early. I'm influencing how I pull it, but it may still land before it gets over here if it's coming from behind us. So being able to shoot it while it's coming from behind us is a pretty good thing too. So if that's part of my plans to expand for the ship as well. Okay. All right. I'm looking for more power storage, and I'm gonna get this. This is the nuclear battery, 500 kilowatts of storage. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. We just got hit by some micrometeoroids and stuff, so we've got a little bit of damage. We're trying to clean that up. I'm also making this little back area just a little bit bigger, and I've added this cool little like yellow and black floor to kind of signify that there's danger here. Apparently I didn't flip this correctly, or I guess that's just the nature of having to flip it over. Yeah, it's not going to keep the same, but it's okay. So I've made this a little bit bigger now, and I can relocate these ships, you know, to be in different locations if I want to here. Probably one step at a time would do it a little bit easier. So just going to go like this, and then rotate it, relocate there, and then one more time, just so I don't need the drones to do it. There we go. So I could just kind of have them hang out over there, right? And if I want multiples of these drones, then it becomes a little easier to have two of them if I wanted to. So I could put them kind of right next to each other is what I was going to do, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I want to leave this system. We're still doing some construction stuff, so I think I'm going to stay here just a little longer until we get this done, but this side here is getting close to completed. What I'll end up doing, I think, is the reinforced wall is going to end up going up from here, I think. And so this is the only part that ends up being outside. All this ends up being indoors, by the way. This is not an outdoor section. Same thing with over here. This is not going to be an outdoor section. So this wall ends up going out and does this. So I'll need to move these engines and the maneuvering, thrusters and stuff. I'll have to move those and get them into different positions and stuff. And then I want to have like a little exterior area over here too, so that I can add additional turrets over here. So basically what I want to do is cover the entire ship with these right here. I think that would be great. The other thing to do as far as defense goes is to get force fields. Force field security maybe section over here. Yeah, force fields. That's something that's good. But I need quantum barriers for this, and I also require quantum datoids. So I'm not quite at that level yet, but it'd be cool to get those. And then we need the telescope. The overarching mission of the game, right, is to find habitable worlds and to get out there and terraform those worlds and make sure that they're safe for people to start a new life. And so the telescope is how we start that process. We need this to find the potentially habitable planets that we can try to terraform into our new colony. So I need to work towards telescope research as well. It may require a lot of stuff. So I'll need to get there also with quantum datoids and stuff too. So to get quantum datoids started, I believe you need to go down to black holes. Yeah. This unlocks the ability to take nuclear cells and dark matter and create the quantum data that I need, the datoid. And I don't exactly know where dark matter is, but it looks like the Void Ripper is going to do it for me. So it produces dark matter on every jump. Ah, all right. Ominous looking device that can activate space-time conduit between two black holes. So we go to the black hole, we use this device, which kind of brings us to another galaxy, right? And it produces the dark matter on the jump. And then that's what we're going to use to make the datoids. So we're going to need to start looking at, jumping at some point here. Let's go over here really quick to this signal and see what these guys have to say. Maybe we get jumped. Who knows? Let's see. Voice transmission crackles through the comms, urgently requesting 124,000 credits. The sender remains elusive, offering no explanation for the need for any potential benefits that may come from providing the funds. Honestly, I've got so much cash. I'm okay with seeing what this is. Let's just accept it and see what he does. You have fulfilled the request. Okay, a sense of camaraderie is conveyed by the voice as they express their gratitude, making you feel like you've formed a valuable connection. You received 121 silver ingots. I mean, at least I got something for it. I didn't know if I was going to get anything, but I'm glad that we got something for it. That's cool. All right, cool. So I'm just going to do a hauling right there. Let's make sure these things get reconnected. That would be right here. Let's make sure that these engines get hooked up again. And then I also need that to be fixed. Thank you very much. I think we're pretty much recovered from the micrometeoroids. And then another reason for wanting to have these two big areas in the back, I may actually get 4 of them. I'm thinking, basically what I'm thinking for like the final design of my ship, and I may not be able to pull it off, but I'm just kind of like looking at it and I think it'd be kind of interesting if the final design of my ship looked a little bit like this, right? I'm thinking like we get these big circular sections on the outsides, right? Just like these drones. And then we're flying around like this. So this little middle section here is kind of where my current cockpit is, my current command center, if you will. And then the bridge, there you go. And then we have this little part that sticks out the front, maybe it's like a bee or an antenna or something, like an insect, right? And then the cannons are shooting out the side. So I would have this big area over here, big area over here. There's these gaps in the center, which is where my solar panels and stuff are set up, right? And then obviously there's a little bit of deviation because I have these outdoor areas. In the back, we have this open area here, which is what we're doing right there. And then finally the 2 big sides that come off the side here and here. So I think eventually it's going to look a little bit like a drone. All right. It's not there yet. And I'm not really in a hurry to get it there, but I think that will provide us with ample interior space. I'm looking forward to it. Let's take a look at the heat buildup in here because I want to see how well it's doing. Okay. So this is 114. So we took away a lot of these, a lot of the radiators and stuff, right? Just to see if the floors would work, but we are missing a little bit here, right? They're a little overwhelmed, so I do need more than I have at least. So let's make another copy. We'll put the cooling floor there. put another one right there. And let's put another one. It's like maybe it's getting a little hot on this side too. We can put another one here and here. Now I have no idea if this is more, I would assume this is not as powerful, as power efficient. I'm just looking at it and I don't think it's as power efficient. Right, because each one of these there's 10 kilowatt. And these ones were 5. Yeah. So I don't think I really want to have my main cooling solution be like this. But again, the benefits of having these is that they don't take up floor space, which means I could potentially cram more production into a smaller space. So I'm seeing some pros that go along with the cons at this point, right? And I did want to try them out because I've never tried them out before. So why don't we just real quick relocate this to here just to help with that little super hot part that's right here. We'll move that over here real quick. Yep, there we go. Just to try to cool this area down really quick. But yeah, we definitely seeing some heat build up over here. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on it as we expand out. And then over on this side, you can see we've got the radiator there. You can connect that. Okay. And then we're looking to replace this one. But now that I have this one, I probably don't need this one. I would say I definitely don't need that one. And then we've got all these cooling floors over here too, which again, I have no idea how effective they really are. That's what we're going to find out. But I would assume again that if I have that I don't need these two. At the bare minimum, I don't need these two. So we'll see how that goes. It may not be worth it, and I may switch back to using radiators in the end. Now, I just went ahead and got that battery research, right? And so in electricity, we got this nuclear battery, and it's pretty big. I want to replace this area by having this nuclear battery right here. So I'm going to say that we want to relocate this battery, and we can just put these anywhere, really. I mean, they're not in the way, per se. We'll put one right there. That's fine. And then this one here, maybe I will have this one be just right inside the door. That's fine with me, too. Yeah, we'll get this one moved as well. And then finally, the nuclear battery. It can go right here in the corner like that. And I want to get that built, too. 500 kilowatts of power sounds real nice to me. I like that idea very, very much. All right, so did we get enough built to where I can move now? I think so. Like, they're going to keep building as we move, but I don't want them to, like, have a whole bunch of debris, right? A whole bunch of stuff just laying out. So I wanted to make sure that they got everything kind of intact before we start moving. And it looks like that it is, in fact, all intact now, at least. So that's pretty good. Maybe we'll get this area secured here so they're not out there. Let's just get this exterior part here done. All right. I want everybody who's building, just work on this exterior part and then we can go. I think I'm good with that. Checking power really quick here. Yeah, production and consumption are getting closer together now. But there's what I'm looking for right there. Can I reach you from here? I can. Okay, so that is a big old nuclear battery. 500 kilowatts. Oh boy. And it's protected by, you know, a lot. From this direction, micrometeoroids are going to have to get through a lot of reinforced wall before they can get to this thing. Same thing over here. There's quite a bit of space. A completely extra air gap here, so it's pretty well protected. But we're going to need batteries like this and big ones like this, like many of them. We're going to need that kind of stuff when it comes to getting our force fields and stuff up, because those force fields, they're going to need to recharge really rapidly to save us. And, you know, if we're having to need them for like a meteor shower, that kind of thing. And so we'll be rapidly discharging batteries when those things happen, I would assume anyway. Unless things have changed from before, which is possible, I guess. I want to make more microchips. Let's get up to 200. And then, let's make sure also we do that. And actually, I have 3 of these machines already on microchips, so I might be good now. I was falling way behind. I'm still pretty behind. I only have 10. But I've been making a lot of like the more advanced ones, and that's one of the reasons why I'm falling behind on those. So we have we have 97 improved microchips now. And the advanced ones are being made by, you. So we have 157 advanced microchips now. I think we're probably good. I could take let's take the limit. we'll bring it down to 160. All right, you can do that. And this is already a batch of 10, so you'll just pump us over the limit there and then stop. That's fine. And then yeah, we'll do more advanced ones too, because there might be situations like that trade we used to see earlier where it's just like, do you happen to have 200 advanced microchips? Well, no, I don't, but I wish I did. There we go. We'll get a heater right there. That's a pretty good spot for a heater, and then we'll go ahead and tear that one down. Again, removing the floor, or freeing up the floor space for it. I mean, not that it really matters, but I just want to do it. All right, cool. So there's our heat. We have oxygen production going in as well right here. And then we can get rid of, we have some other oxygen producers here too. That one's going to be an oxygen producer, and there's a heat one there, oxygen one or a heat one here. And then we can start getting rid of these other ones right again, freeing up that floor space. And we could then start maybe tearing down some walls, reconfiguring things a little bit to be a little bit more optimal with our floor space once we're good. Okay, so this is looking pretty good now. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of heat buildup here. Now, it might be because something's venting, because this looks like maybe it's venting right here. Yeah, we got a leak, that's why. So let's get this repair going. Little micrometeoroids doing what they do. I probably can't even get to this one. I bet this one's blocked. We can move this back just a little bit to relocate this back just a little. I mean, I could put it all the way in the back, I guess, but yeah, why don't we just put this all the way in the back? But I don't think they can get to this. Yeah, unreachable location. So I'd have to move storages and stuff, and I don't want to do that. Let's try this. We're just going to try this. We're going to say we want to break down that wall. Okay. And we'll get everybody on this hopefully pretty soon. Then they'll go ahead and fix this now because they can reach it. There we go. Very good. And then we'll replace that with a... Yeah, I'll replace that with this. That's fine. And then the exterior of our ship eventually is going to be the armored walls. So we're going to go into... Oh, good. There's, hang on. There's the meteorite shower. I wanted to look for armored structure. There it is. Armored structure, which we can pretty much afford. Right? Oh, we need the... Yeah, reinforced atmosphere controller first. We need this first. Yeah, the reinforced vents. We get that first. And now we can have this. This is the armored structure. Very highly resistant wall socket. Highly resistant outer wall. Probably has, 1,000 HP or something. I don't know what it has, but I want to have the exterior of my ship with that. And then I also am interested to see what's going to go on with the black market. Unlocks less ethical trading options. Like, I would say probably selling and buying organs. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe we can engage in some commerce centering around organs. Okay, so we need to move to get away from this. We're just going to say exit planet now. And of course, we have the autopilot, so it should start right away. We don't have to wait for people to get there. And as we move away, the meteoroids are incoming now. And oh, look at this. They're coming from this direction. Won't this be a treat? I'm sorry. What are you doing? Are you attempting to bring them closer to me? Oh, you've targeted them. Oh, I see. No. No. You don't need to do that. That's fine. We're probably going to get hit. Although we do have yeah, look at this. We're shooting them. Oh, but we're missing as well. Yeah, they're going to hit us. Well, that's going to suck. Wow. We just I tried to get away, but we just flew right into them instead. Wow, that caused damage, didn't it? Look at that. And I'm still seeing things trying to be pulled in. We got fires to deal with, but ultimately we protected the things that are most important. This is out in space, so it won't matter. Alrighty then. So we now have... Yeah, no, we'll be fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I do want to turn around though. Can we go back to... Can we just real quick go back here? Just flip a bitch and go. Okay. That's what we call it in the US. Sometimes. Come on. Oh, breach capsule proximity warning. Now, this This is what I wanted this for. Okay, hang on. So we're going to be turning around. This is fine. Maybe it comes to us, maybe it doesn't, but this is what we want the tractor beams for. So turn these suckers back on. All right. And hopefully they will charge themselves up. No, they are, right? They're going to charge. I hope so. Do they need to charge? It says 0 kilowatt. I don't know if they need to charge, but this is what I want these turrets for. Because now when these guys get in here, we're going to bring them right to here. They're going to breach here. That's where I want them to try and breach. And then we just shoot them. And we might even just eliminate them before they even get here, which would be better. That'd be better still. Incoming breach capsule. All right, here we go. Now, these things immediately spring to life. There we go. Tractor beam, bring them in where we want them, right? Get them to be where we want them. So these things will go ahead and do their thing. These two platforms are active. You only really need one, but they're active, okay? And then when they get in range, pew, 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 right? When they get in range, we're going to start shooting at them. Oh, it'll be good. These are the things that need to charge up. All right, cool. All right, let's see what this does. Bring them in, and here comes the shots. Boom. Oh, baby. You're getting pummeled. What's up? Wow, you got a lot of health on that capsule, though. We might not be able to take it out completely before it lands. It's pretty heavy, but, you know, they're still going to be right here. Yeah. And, like, now they're going to pop up, right? And when they pop, we'll shoot them when they're done. Like, as soon as they spawn, we'll be shooting them, too. So that's not a huge deal. But this is a much better situation than them, you know, being inside the ship like this, right? Much better situation. All right, let's make sure all this stuff is marked as repairs, because I don't know if they're really going to build it fast enough unless I do that. So just make sure everything is marked as repair. I do kind of wish like meteoroid damage and stuff like that would auto mark as repair. I don't know, like I feel like that's a thing, but it's okay. If I have to do it myself, I guess that's just part of the game, right? And then we're going to specifically target these things here as the higher priorities. Let's lock this down. Make sure we don't have any breaches for air and heat and all that stuff. And over on this side, that would be here. And then finally here. And the rest of the stuff is, we can fix it as we go. But yeah. Okay, so we don't need these anymore. We can turn off these tractor beams. Yeah, I don't need them anymore. Looks like they damaged this. So it's, there we go. Yep. And as soon as they say hi, they start getting destroyed. I would like 2 guns on this. Now I've decided that I want another gun here and another gun here. Maybe even another gun. I can put it on this side. Yeah, I could put one on the outside right here. But we're going to settle with just those 2. And I've decided I want to double my arsenal here since these guys have half health. I took it down a little less than half. Had I had double the guns, we would have been able to take it and completely destroy it while it was in space, which would have been better. Because now we're going to end up with this platform being destroyed, and then I'll have to rebuild it. Okay, we're here at the coal deposit. That's fine. Let's see what happens with the guns. We have people on the security console. I don't think we need that, right? Do we need that in order for people to shoot? No. No, that's for the force fields. Okay, come on. Spawn. It's taking you so long. There it is. Boom. Dead. Yes. Yes. Combat in progress. Yes. Is there? Are you sure? I'm sorry, but all of you had no chance. And then the fire puts itself out. You guys don't need to put out a fire. It's in space. You silly billies. Now, the worst thing that could happen there is that one of them who's incapacitated, like Boris here, he decides to wake up, and then the cannons fire at him while all of our guys are on top of him. That's bad. We don't want that. So I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the turrets just in case that they wake up. But I want to now start getting you guys to come over here and do the thing you do where you, you know, finish them off here. I want to find people who are... I want to find people. This one's dead. Good. I want to just make sure everybody is dead. Enemies. Let's take a look. No, other right here. So Santiago. Yeah, you're dead. Dead. Okay, so nobody's just incapacitated, right? They're actually dead. That's what I want. Okay, So Boris, Otis, and Bork Ravix, you are all being relocated over here, just so I can get an assessment of you. Okay. And then all of you guys, the other nameless Le Machine. Oh, Le Machine. Really? Nice. It's just your core is taken out and your arm socket's destroyed. Okay, well, if you have a bad core, you're not waking up, so that's good. We will remove. I actually think we have cores and stuff too. Why don't we just order that you just join us immediately? How's that sound? I like that. And then if I could get the entities. Nope, I want the human entities. I get the human entities? No. It's Shift Alt. I'm trying different combinations here. It doesn't seem to work. So it's only going to give me the robot entities, I guess, which is fine for now, I guess, because we're about to move them. But I guess if I double click Santiago, it does give us these 4. That's kind of what I was looking for. I want to relocate all of you to be right here, just off that side of the ship. So we're going to get everybody out of here. Then we're going to break down the breach capsule. We want to disassemble that, so we get all that stuff too. Okay. And then let's make all of this the high priority, just so I can really assess everything here. There we go. Titanium plates, optical fibers, improved microchips, all good things. You see, now that was way better than having them, firefight in my airlock, right? Way better. So much better. Definitely an improvement from last time. Okay, good. We're going to want to take the incapacitated one here. We're going to go ahead and order a removal of your core. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then this one's active, but this one seems to be not so active, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and just repair them both. And then also want to mark everything else for repair as well. In the meantime, while all of that's happening, there's a lot of stuff going on. In the meantime, though, this whole time, we've been mining. We're not sitting here doing nothing. We've been mining the entire time. Crude oil, 672. Go collect it. All right. And if we want to collect something else, like say the ice deposits, this is almost full, right? So I can go ahead and launch an expedition to that place. I don't even need to bring everyone. All right. I can just bring like a random bot. We'll just say Jinx, go. And we'll launch this expedition to that ice. Oh, okay. He failed to reach the shuttle. Way to go, Jinx. Way to make my example. All right, fine. R2D3, you're a really reliable guy. Why don't you get in there? And we'll have him go, and off he goes to the ice. Now, that's just one dude, right? But when he arrives, that shuttle is going to be loaded up. And so now that shuttle is immediately returning. It doesn't need to mine it because the drilling rig already has all that stuff. And it's just like, ta-da, I brought back ice. So it's very good as well. But the ice deposit, if I want the copters to do it. So I think I want to get a couple more copters. I think that makes sense. And we'll probably put them... honestly, come to think of it, I think the shuttles being further back is fine. And then the copters being... I want 2 copters side by side. I actually don't think I can do that unless... Yeah, I'm going to move them back. Apparently I can do this without the help of my bots. That's cool. We're going to get another couple of copters here. Space travel, cargo copter. Yeah. Let's get... I don't know. I kind of want to see where this one parks. Will it let me just... I don't know. Will it let me just put it wherever I want it, or... Oh, this one has returned. It just returned right in my face. Okay. I was like trying to figure out why it was duplicated already. Oh, let's just put it here. Yeah, just a little bit of an overlay there, and maybe I can shift this and move it a little bit more later too, Okay, these bodies. Let's assess. First order of business on these bodies. Body parts, remove all. All 4. That's a lot of surgical operations. But if I'm going to get into black market dealings, then I'm going to need more storage than just this little thing here, I think I want to relocate the organ storage. We're going to move it there. And then I'm going to build a copy of my surgery department. Here, my surgery unit thing. I'm going to put that right there, yeah. A little space between them. I think that's pretty good. We'll get 2 of these so that we can remove 2 body parts at once. I think that sounds great. Incapacitated bot. Boris. Remove core. Off you go. And then Otis. I'll be removing your core as well. Yeah. All right, cool. And then my 2 extra cannons are built now. That's fun. Get them going. And then we can just turn them on. They need to get charged so they're ready to use. You don't want to leave them off, okay? You don't want to leave them off all the time. You want to leave them on because you need them to charge ahead of time, otherwise they can't fire. So you need them to be fully charged in order to really work. It takes a little bit of time. So if you wait until you're being breached to turn these on, you're likely not going to be able to fire very much. So you want to leave these ones on. The tractor beams, on the other hand, I don't think it's a big deal to do that. Does this target is going to be... I don't think it really matters. We'll just go like that, whatever. Yeah, this one's good. But it's switched off, and then this one here, same thing. Yeah. All right then. Cool. I think I've pretty much figured out everything I wanted to do here. This one apparently got damaged, so we'll reconnect that. And then I think we've repaired the ship completely now, with the exception of moving this back, which apparently isn't going to happen. They just have decided not to do it. It's the top priority, but they just decided they can't reach the location because this is here. You're going to take this and move it back. That was the whole point. But they're apparently not going to do that now, so that's fine. It's okay. All right, cool. Now we got 2 copters. And so I think now, because we got 2 copters, let's have one go get the coal. Poof, off it goes. And then the other can go get... I don't really think I'm mining anything else other than the ice, right? We're still mining ice. But I think let's just go get the remainder of that. So now the 2 copters can go off and do it. Good. All right, cool. And then we have 3 more drilling rigs that we can hook up to future resources, well, in the future. All right, see? Takes up less floor space. So now I'm going to have 5 in this little area down here, and I'll eventually develop this area down here to have 5 as well. So we'll have a total of 10 furnaces running in this space, which is an improvement over the previous 6 that we had, so that's nice. And then these reactors here too are running. I've only got 2 of the conventional radiators in here, and it seems like maybe it's getting a little bit hot right there, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I need quartz, so I've been looking for quartz, and we're gonna be going to a new system, okay? And I don't want to leave these things here because we're gonna be taken off. So I'm actually going to say I want to retrieve this miner. And I'm also going to say I want to retrieve this miner too. We're going to take these miners with us because we're going to be going to faraway places now. Oh yes, even more far away than we've ever gone before, okay? And that is because we need to find that habitable planet. So the steps for that, we need a telescope, all right? But we can't get the telescope research until we get 1 more quantum datoid. So how the hell do we do that, right? Well, dark matter. Okay, that seems really easy, right? Not really. So to get that going, we need to research black holes first. This is locked behind black holes research. So head over to the black holes research right over here. Okay, so to get this, we need alien datoids. We only have 1. Alien datoids are generated in that same advanced data harvester that's giving us the nuclear datoids now. And we use alien eggshells and crawler goo to get that. So let's head over here. And it's just finished making a nuclear datoid, so now's the perfect time to switch. So we're going to switch this up. We have an alien datoids we can make with this here. We only have 1, and the ingredient is 1 of each. We actually have 142 crawler goo, but we're limited. We only have 4 eggshells, so we don't have a whole lot for there. But thankfully, we only need 1 to make 1 datoid, and we only need 4 datoids. And we happen to have 4 of the eggshells. So we're going to make our alien datoids now, and then we'll get those loaded up into here as well. Be able to work with them, hopefully. Machine learning boost. Bios is training to become a melee martial arts master. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do. So, protein, right, has not been getting used to create food. Okay, we don't eat protein from people, right? That's been the thing. Also, speaking of people, let's do this really quick before I forget. We're still in the process of removing organs. Let's take the lung. And Santiago, we will take your other kidney. Good, good, good. This person here has a perfectly functioning left lung, or at least it was functioning. It's a good one. We could do that. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and take the lung there too. So I'm collecting some organs. Okay, we're opening up stuff. Maybe a heart is worth something. I don't know. It's only 36 quality, but maybe it's worth something. We could take it. Yeah, we could take it. Yeah, let's take the heart. Let's just do it. And Santiago will take your lungs as well. I want to have a variety of organs, just in case some of them can't be sold. But also, I want to have a variety of organs, just in case one of our people need one. And then we have them and ready to go. So all of these little mining things, right? Oh, this person right here. Oh, where'd you go, Sasquatch? It's very hard to see Sasquatch. It's almost like you didn't exist. The ice deposits got... Nope, it's the coal one. Yeah, the coal deposits got. Let's go ahead and retrieve that miner too. We're going to take these things with us because we're going on an adventure, right? Of course, black holes. Yes, unlocked. So this unlocks the ability to create quantum datoids. But crafting these things is tricky because you need dark matter to do it. You get the dark matter from the Void Ripper. It's an ominous looking device that can activate a space-time conduit between two black holes, enabling travel between galaxies in a split second. Unfortunately, there's no way to tell where the black hole leads you until you go through it. And there's no guarantee that you will be able to get back to the same place. So you'll find the black hole in the center of every galaxy. In other words, we're gonna have to go through a black hole through a void rip, right? And we're gonna end up in another galaxy somewhere. And there's really no way to control whether we come back to this system. So anything we leave behind is, well, it's probably left behind forever. And since I've spent all these resources getting all these things, well, I mean, it doesn't take all that long to just go get them, right? So why don't we head on over to that other system where we're getting uranium and all those things. Those mining rigs are totally full by now. And, we'll just get those rigs and bring them back. Now, since they are most likely full, we're going to need more storage as well. So I'm going to have a couple of storage units popped in here too. So a couple of extra storage units. Let's put one here. Let's put one over here. I gotta put a bunch of them in here because otherwise we just will not be able to hold them all the stuff that we need to hold. Maybe we can use... I don't really want to go outside with it, but maybe we have to. We could put uranium over in here, but... I really don't want to use storage units like that, though. And I've been trying to avoid putting them in here, too, but I'm going to put one more in here. And let's put another storage. I don't like this. I don't like this location where everything is all over the place, man. Maybe we can adjust a couple of things here. It looks like I can move you in without disconnecting you from anything. Looks like I can put you here without disconnecting you from anything. So let's do that with you. And then this grinder will get relocated to be, yeah, like right here. That's fine. And then from there, I can now get a copy of a storage unit here. Should be fine. If I move this cabinet's not being used by anything. Yeah, move that over here. Honestly, I probably don't even need these matter reactors anymore, right? I could probably just get rid of these. You know, put another storage right here. It's just like, it's power, but it's petroleum too. Like we're taking up and using our petroleum for power when we have nuclear power already up, right? Like that makes sense? I don't know. I don't think it does. So, especially since it's only 150 kilowatts. I say that because, you know, it's only 150 kilowatts, but yeah, our nuclear power is way better. So why don't we break these two down? We'll leave this here just so we have emergency power situations in case we do somehow run out of enriched uranium, which I don't see that happening. But if we run out of enriched uranium, then yeah, we're going to need to have some kind of emergency power source. But we can go ahead and turn this off. And then if that can be relocated somewhere else where it's out of the way too. So I can put that maybe like back in here. Nah. I don't want to block anything over there. let's put it over here. Let's put this, we'll just stick it right there. That's an emergency power source. We'll just stick it right there, okay? All right. So with all this stuff out of the way, I should now be able to, I think, get done what I want to get done here, which is I want to put more storage in here. So storage, build a copy. Yeah, and we're going to stick, I think, one more storage here and here. All right, lots and lots of storage coming in. So that's going to be great for us. Now, we're out here, all right, and we want to go to this side. You see this? All those green numbers, that is us just waiting to pick it up. We don't have to do anything. Copper, 2,000, done. Ice, I have 1,000 ice over there. Quartz is good. Crude oil is good. And then over here is where all of our other stuff is. We got iron, platinum, and uranium that's been constantly being mined this entire time. We're almost 1,000 uranium over there. So we definitely want to go get that stuff. And there's a lot of stuff here. And there's so many places here I haven't visited. There's like different signals and stuff to talk about, right? Like this one over here has ice, but like there's a signal there. There's an unknown there. But I feel like this is a game where those unknowns are going to be kind of generated, right? Like everything's being like procedurally generated, that kind of thing. So I don't know if it's really all that big of a deal to leave the site. Like just leave it. It's fine, right? So why don't we go over here? We're going to travel over here. And then we're going to want to pick up all of our mining rigs. And we're going to take them with us. I think I want to take like 10 of them with us. I don't know if that's really necessary, but just the way I see it is there's no benefit to leaving them here. I'm just never going to get them back. And all the stuff that they've mined, look, there's a whole bunch of quartz. I need quartz. I have 0 quartz right now. Yeah, so have my cargo copters go out there and do that. And then I can probably build 2 more our cargo copters too. And they're just going to place them down on the deck out here, you know, whatever. They're just going to place them in a random spot. Let's build another copy of these copters too. Oh yeah. I want to rotate you to be here instead. And then because of that, I should be able to, here, let's get them to take this stuff out of here. Can you guys get this stuff out of here, please? Yeah. Just move it. Can you, yeah, all right. And then we're going to take and go like that. So we'll have 3 cargo copters over here. And I want their base to be here. I want their point of origin to be here because we're bringing the resources in here. It maybe doesn't even matter, like the shuttles and stuff. We could maybe just not have 2 of them. I don't know. Like it seems like there's really no reason to have 2 of them at this point, but cargo copters are awesome. That's all I'm going to say. All right. And then we want to go ahead and pick up that resource miner with all of that glorious copper that it has. Yep. And you can see this oil deposit. It's actually almost 2 kilometers down. That's okay. And then the final thing we want to do is have our ice, retrieve our ice miner too. So copters will go over there and get that. And we're actually going to head over there with our ship to make this copter come back faster. So we'll go over here and we'll travel here too. And that way when the cargo copter gets it, they don't have to travel very far to get us. It's like we're actually going to beat them. Can I see them? Can we see the cargo copter as we pass by it? Kind of, but not really. Oh, that would have been cool. All right. Did we get enough bodies here? Ears, shoulders, liver, remove. Eyes, remove. Like I gotta remove their eyes. Like what if one of our guys gets their eye shot out, you know? Gotta be able to do it. Oh, anyway, I was talking about this, right? Survival meals. We're not making stuff from that. I have a cooking station here. It's been configured for bread. And I don't have any bread. I don't have any flour, okay, to make bread. So I need to make flour. If I take a look at flour, it's made with grain and a grinder. So I have the grinders. I just haven't been making the grain. And since we're really not doing a whole lot here with both of them, I figure, why don't I just make some flour back here? We got lots of grain, right? So we can just take a second. Since we're already way up on, you know, I do need to constantly make carbon, but I think I'm going to take a bit and just have a little bit of, you know, grind that up and make some flour. But it might be nice to have something else do it. You know, like have another grinder in here that can make the flour for us really quick. Something like that I think would be probably a good idea. All right. I think we pretty much picked up everything, right? Yeah. All right. Are we ready for this void rip thing? So I'm going to go over here to space travel. We have a void ripper here. And we need lead plates, nuclear cell. We have all these resources. So the void ripper, I'm going to place this. God, this is very expensive. Does it have to be placed outside? I don't think so. I guess it'll tell me if it does, but we're going to place it in here. I don't think it has to be placed outside. And I would definitely like to not have it be, you know, susceptible to micrometeorites and such, because it's a very expensive thing to build. So we're going to put it indoors if it lets me. And to be honest, it'd be kind of probably better to stick it, you know, kind of more centrally located in the ship to make it look cool. Void ripper right in the center, you know. But we're not going to do that. It's going to be over here. All right. So Colonel will come over here and build it really quick for us. While we're doing that, let's leave the system. Or leave the planet. Sorry, we want to go over and get the uranium now, too. We're not going to leave without getting that uranium, man. We got to do it, because who knows if we'll be able to find uranium in this new place we're going. We have no idea where we're going, so we got to make sure we can do it. So we'll head over here to Villeneuve, and we'll grab that. Now, I took away that power generation, so yeah, our consumption now exceeds our production, and it has for quite some time. So we actually do need another nuclear plant. That's okay. That's okay. That's what I'm building all this stuff out here for. So we're going to put another nuclear power plant right here. And then I want to build another copy of that and that. Again, keep the place cooled down, definitely. Just keep all this stuff nice and cool. It's okay. Let's go ahead and have these things built first. And then we'll have 3 nuclear power plants. And Villeneuve, here we go. We'll just come over. I don't think it really matters. We'll just travel here really quick. And I'll say that I want to retrieve that miner, retrieve this miner, and retrieve the iron miner too. So we're going to have them, all 3 of our copters are just going to go out there, retrieve our miners, and bring them back. All right, and that's it. So I have a whole bunch of miners on the outside of the ship now. Just randomly out there. It's perfect. And then all those resources will come on back in here. Yeah. Got all these copters hanging out. It's perfect. Oh, man. So much resources coming in here. There we go. Just dropping them off, man. Boom, boom, boom. Where's my uranium? Any minute now. There it is. Boom. Oh, man. Almost 1,000 uranium. Excellent. Okay, so all of this stuff is hooked up. Let's get the cooling online. I've got another cooler here. Let's get rid of this cooler. We don't need that cooler anymore. And then hopefully, oh, we're short on microchips. That's what it is. Okay, so we may need that cooler. We'll see. I can always open this up too. Like that's, I don't want to, but I can always open this up. So why don't we get that online, right? And then obviously we want the reactor efficiency upgrades installed on both of these. I can't believe I don't have that one installed. This one's maxed out. But we want reactor efficiency upgrades on all these things. I think I didn't have them. I think that's why I didn't install them. They were all installed in there, in these ones. There were 6 of them in here, right? So now that I've uninstalled those things, I got the reactor upgrades back, and I can install them here. I believe that's why that happened, but I could be very wrong. But this will definitely pop us over the mark here for power, because we are still consuming more than our production. Orange line's production. Bluish, bright bluish line is the consumption. So we want to see the orange line higher than that blue line. And boom, there it is. The reactor comes online and everything is good right away. All right, excellent. Now we just have to keep an eye on the cooling to make sure everything stays nice and cool in here. There's a lot of computer components and everything to keep an eye on, but so far everything seems to be under control. Looks like, yeah. A little 75 area right here, but otherwise fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. This is just insurance. These 2 coolers here are just insurance. Cool. So 3 big nuclear reactors now. Definitely better for us. Love it. And we have everything we need, I think. Or I think we're ready to rock and roll. Let's exit the planet. And we're ready to go through the void. Yeah, are we? There it is. It's right here. So node is unreachable. Let's just go ahead and connect it to power. Let's get some redundancy on that. There we go. All right. So it's charging. It's going to pull in a megawatt of power to charge itself up. That's why we got this new one online. Yeah. If I want to, I could always turn off the GPUs, and that would help me with my power situation as well. So I don't need the GPUs running. Our star creds are at 5.33, so we don't really need them running right now, so we'll wait. And that will make our power nice. So this thing is going to charge up, and when it's done charging, we can then, you know, go through whatever, a black hole, I guess. I need to get that thing hooked up. Damn. Eventually there will be walls through here. Like wall sockets for that too. That's an eventuality though. It's not right now. Let's put this socket right here. Yeah. Put a wall socket right there because it'll eventually be there anyway. And then, gosh, I'll put another one over here, I guess. And then I suppose we'll just need to have, for something really cheap, we'll just put this, yeah, we'll just stick this right here. It's very cheap. And then this can connect to that, so it's not complaining about not having any power. Alrighty then, are you full? Charged up, ready to go. Oh boy. You know what? I think this is a good place to stop. I know, I'm gonna make you guys come back for the next one if you want to see us jump through the void. You know how we do that though? I'm pretty sure I know how to do that. I'm gonna leave the system and then I will navigate to the black hole is I think what I have to do. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out of the system. All right. And then you guys will see what happens next time. All right. So take it easy. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.